What's shaking and baking, all you hip cool cats? My name is Kit, and welcome to Chicago Reacts. Please, please, please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit that ring bell notification. That way, you're made aware when we upload new content onto our YouTube channel. And as always, we're so grateful and thankful that all of you are so faithful in helping us build up this channel. And we have come a long way, and already, we're in the month of January, the first months of 2023. We're only getting started. More good things to come, more fun adventures, more react videos, and so much more. And again, on behalf of the entire team, seriously, all of you watching, we are very, 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 very grateful for all the support that we're getting. And it just seems like yesterday we only started this channel, and now look at where we're at. So again, thank you from behalf of the entire Chicago Reacts team. But now let's talk about a video. Because, you know, I would never ghost you. I promise you that. So we're going to react to a video from none other than Max0r titled Control Review Going Ghost Guerrilla Warfare. So, as always, look, folks, I don't have time to play video games, so you know what my question is. Have you played this game before? Type it in the comment section below. Regale us with tales of your victories and defeats. Let us know what exactly happened. And so, since I'm in charge of the ones and twos, I'm going to pull up this video. But before I do, listen, we have the link to the original video in the description box below. Please support the original content creators. The original content creators put a lot of work, time, effort, and sacrifice, a lot of stuff, so that they can make these videos. So please, as you watch this video, go ahead and support the original content creators too, because that's what hip cool cats do. And I know that you, I'm talking to you, are a hip cool cat. So make it happen, all right? Do it now, or else. And I better not hear any comment section below, or else what? Just support the original content creators. All right. But without further ado, like I said, since I'm in charge of the ones and twos, let's go ahead and pull up this a video.
Control is a game where the impossible is made plausible, where the going gets ghost, and where 90% of all battles are fought using stone-based blunt force trauma. In this game, you play as Traffic Control, who is given supernatural abilities by her Tofa, and the unnaturally Finnish Janitor, as she undergoes...
Hey, respect the janitors, okay, folks? Just respect the janitors.
The most complex and deadly job application known to man. As the new director for the Not SCP Foundation, you're given the job of researching and containing supernatural kitchen appliances with minimal or no government oversight and what appears to be Praetorian Guard succession law. You assume this...
Gotta love the Praetorian Guard.
Mantle to fight the Hiss, a red-tinted malevolent force of death, to stop them from breaching the Has-Been Hotel dimension. And much like any problem, this can be...
That's right, Has-Been Hotel. That was the video that gave rise to Hell of a Boss. Which reminds me, that they... Off topic. Someone who's an expert. I'm talking to you. I believe that you're an expert. Whatever happened to that series, Has-Been Hotel? Did anything come of it? I mean, are they still making it? You know, it's been a while. I know they made Hell of a Boss, but Has-Been Hotel, I mean, nothing but I don't know. Haven't seen anything. So type in the comment section below. What is happening?
Solved with a gun, but stronger than any gun is our protagonist's extreme knack for hurling rocks at literal breakneck velocity, and in the process of destroying her enemy, conducts more stoning than Saudi Arabia. Here at the federal government, our exorcisms are performed with extreme prejudice.
Well done.
Is one of the best action shooters that I have played in years, and to explain why, we're going hog wild. So don't take this as legitimate consumer advice, because I am as qualified and intelligent as an EA executive. Instead, I ask you to join me in untangling the thrilling combat, the stellar visuals, the unusual plot, and a save system more malformed than Charles II.
Back at it again at Christmas.
As I've said before, count your lucky stars that you are not related to a royal family or any of these lords or anything else like that from ancient antiquity. Those people were severely inbred. They had a lot of problems. And I mean a lot. Just be grateful you're not related to that. You know, you always hear those stories of people saying, "Oh, I am related to this so-and-so, or I'm from a cadet branch. Like, no. No, you're not. No, you're not. And look, if you want to make yourself a lord, well, obviously established titles is not a real thing. But you know what? From my perspective, all of you are kings in my book. Run with that. There you go.
Help me! Help me!
Oh. Whoa! As someone who's worked with copy machines, yeah, it's a nightmare.
I like it because
Hello, I'm Luigi.
Now, this game is surprisingly simple. Almost everything that you do is just in a room, shooting people, and that's the best shit ever. There's no pre-animated takedowns, no cinematic set pieces, no following an NPC for 6 fucking hours. Please, Bourbon, speed up. Every shootout is up to you, and that's what makes the spectacle significantly more impressive than the Left 4 Dead 2 pre-rendered gas station explosion. Sorry guys, I was filming for a video.
Can we, like, kick this fucking dude?
In a way, this game is
There you go.
basically only possible because of modern CPUs. If I showed this to my father 10 years ago, he would have a fucking aneurysm. In those dark times, we were confined by Skyrim's weakness to only render 10,000 cheese wheels at once. You'll probably need a good computer to render it, since every bullet spawns at least 50 clipboards upon impact. DLSS is also a miracle technology for when I don't want my computer to etch ones and zeros on a stone tablet. I highly recommend it. This aesthetic is very appealing because this game doesn't have the slave labor budget of Dubai. Therefore, it sticks to relatively clean interiors that you subsequently trash like your local McDonald's bathroom. Just don't enter the sticky note room. Our adventure takes place in one building called the Oldest House, where the Federal Bureau of CIA Mormons conducts
The CIA. Yes, the CIA. A very questionable institution.
ethical experiments on the supernatural, like sissy hypnosis. Ooh, you want to hit the bell? It's a gateway between our world and the extra-dimensional, which is why white people immediately colonized it. There is variety, but what is there is tailor-made to make you feel like a pit bull in an orphanage. Enemies explode into colored smoke, rooms glow with beautiful lighting across a mirror sheen, and you can throw everything. You can even help the disabled into the fucking ground. It's art direction that makes this.
There you go.
And it's all about that spectacle. So make sure you fill your PC with an adequate number of beans.
These mofos eating beans. Okay. Obviously, looks like a fun game. I'm not too familiar with the series, but obviously I think we'll be going a little bit more into detail. But knowing Max0r, he might skip on some of the details. So, folks, type some of the lore if you remember playing this game. Again, share your thoughts. Now's your time to shine with some facts about Control.
You are the agent of destruction of the game and your computer, and the visuals only emphasize this. But
By the way, that computer blowing up, has that ever happened to anyone? Because I swear, I've seen pictures of it, but I just don't believe it. So type in the comment section below. Has your computer ever blown up? Like maybe you might have been overusing it or overheated. I've heard stories like that. I just don't believe it. I'm sorry. I don't believe. I just don't believe it.
it would be nothing without that sick gameplay. Battlefield 4 is a great-looking game, but I struggle to theorize how the AI climbed out of the abortion bin. Fortunately, we're playing a game that has more than 2 buttons, so it's time to explain. Lesson 1 in video.
It's your waifu.
James, the buttons. There's the aforementioned Mach 5 stone toss, but that's not all. You can literally fly in this game. Do you know how many options that unlocks? The paint buckets think they're safe, and suddenly this bastard's leaping to run. Among these are some fancy, less cool abilities like a dodge, a shield, and the ability to overwrite their consciousness.
Whoa.
But what about the weapons? Doesn't Call of Duty have weapons? Well, the emphasis isn't really on the guns, so you have the generic guns, maybe a grenade launcher, or maybe you change class to soldier and die anyways because you suck. And then you have the Pierce, which vomits railroad spikes into the enemy at Mach 6. Nobody's using anything else anymore. You just have to join the railroad. Shut the fuck up, Desdemona. You can use your weapons on basic enemies, but there is intense variety with enemies that have shields, enemies with more health, and enemies with both. But the threatening enemies are capable of harnessing the strongest powers in the
Gotta give it up for Goku.
entire game. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Bullets are a scratch, and missiles are laughable compared to the sheer, incomprehensibly damaging effects of the chimpanzee attack. They are genuinely serious threats because they can dodge your strongest attack, which is also The Rock.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. There you go. You know, that recent movie that came out, Black Adam, it wasn't that bad. I know a lot of people were saying that it was terrible. It wasn't. You know, if anything, I'd give it maybe a 7.5 out of 10, maybe 8 out of 10. You know, it wasn't that bad, and I really thought that cameo with Henry Cavill was actually pretty cool. But you know, well.
Let's get back to that later. But by far, the most engaging enemy in the game is the
because you can't stop them.
What is it?
Culminate to form a chaotic, fun mess of utter destruction with modifications, upgrades, and skill progression. We will get back to that shit, so you can do a variety of builds and experiment with your. Okay, I lied to you. We're actually doing this now. This video is being hijacked by the Bad Fairy. The spectacle of the game and the first-time experience is amazing, downright fantastic. But there's a serious problem, and that the single and only tactic the player can do requires a return to monkey. Throwing rocks is objectively always, in every scenario, the best strategy possible. Why?
When in doubt, throw.
You think all my footage is just throwing rocks? There are upgrades, but rocks are objectively the best upgrade, so why
It is a lot of damage.
do anything else? All other tactics are effectively LARPing that you want to win, because of all things, Antifa gaming is how you win. Every fight, every time. This will grate you by the end, and it makes repeated playthroughs repetitious. But Max0r, why can't you just use a different strategy if throwing rocks gets so boring? Well, this wouldn't be a problem in a normal game designed by a non-Finnic ethnicity. However, this is an enemy at the beginning of the game, and this is an enemy near the end.
Oh, wow. Yo!
I fully upgraded this gun. Effectively, enemies scale faster than you can upgrade your weaponry, which makes you weaker and more pathetic by the end of the game. There is, however, one strategy that actually gets more effective as you level it. Can you guess what it is? To get the exact same dopamine as you did at the beginning, you have to use rocks or you're literally gimping yourself.
Yeah.
It's like going to the zoo, but you're told the only way to see other animals is to jump into the chimp exhibit. It would be
Don't jump inside the gorilla exhibit or the chimpanzee exhibit. They will kill you. They will rip you apart. That's what happened to one of my clones. I mean, I'm sorry. Never mind. We won't discuss that any further. Until then, folks, I want you to keep your head on a swivel and don't play around with animals at the zoo.
nice if I could choose more ways to be more effective, but the game has chosen for me. I should be allowed to feel more powerful as the game goes on, especially if you fill the game with literal RPG mechanics. Do not get me started on the mods. 90% of them are shit like save ammo when levitating, shoot 5% more, receive more money on Christmas if it's a Tuesday. On my
There you go.
playthrough, I went the entire game without finding a single damage mod. The grind has literally no relationship to success whatsoever, so consider ignoring it. But what can't be ignored is our motivation. Why are we here? Where is the nearest Walmart? How to evade the police after create bomb?
We here at Chicago Reacts tell you never to do that and always be a law-abiding citizen. Oh, please, YouTube, be nice to us. Please, YouTube, be nice to us.
These answers and more can be found in the lore, a strange tale of a janitor and a whore.
Sounds like some sort of an adult film. We'll play it back so y'all heard it one more time.
How to evade the police after create bomb. These answers and more can be found in the lore, a strange tale of a janitor and a whore. I love this game for the experience that it gave me once, and the story is a huge part of that, so it's time to explore. The oldest house is a building out of time, shifting as you progress, a barrier between us and the cosmos. We appear to be under the influence of terrifying cosmic beings that control its operations called the Board.
I just went shopping at Home Depot.
These fuckers are inhuman, non-Euclidean voices originating from a gigantic, inverted pyramid in the astral plane. You need a goddamn thesaurus to describe them, and everyone just kind of listens to their commands for seemingly no reason. Sorry, Joe Biden, in real life, the polyhedron gets the girl. In the midst of this this bullshit, there's also a cosmic war going on between beings of sound. The first is the Red Hiss, a force of death which invades and occupies the oldest house to spread its dominion. And the other is Polaris. Polaris is trapped inside a fucking tetrahedron. This necessitates the conscription of our protagonist to fight the cosmic war for them. At least we have a game. And to make matters worse, there is yet another mysterious, extra-dimensional presence lingering in the halls, the most powerful of them all. A Finnish guy.
Oh, always beware. And be nice to the janitor wearing headphones. You know, they keep to themselves. Just, you know what? Don't cause any extra messes in the office, okay? Be sure to clean it up, you know. Don't just you know what? Just be nice. Cuz already seeing this guy, I already know I'm going to want to run the other way. So, there you go. That's all I want to say. And at least he's not Swedish, because if you're Swedish, he'd probably put you in the Forever IKEA. That's right. I know about the Forever IKEA. Shout out to SCP, the SCP Foundation, the Forever IKEA. By the way, folks, if you would like us to react to stories about the Forever IKEA, type it in the comment section below. And maybe, not today, not tomorrow, but someday, we could react to that. Maybe. That's a big old maybe.
It's a big plot point that he lends you his Walkman. That's how fucking strong they are.
Take my cassette player. You can borrow it. The song is a present from my friends to you. It will get you through the maze so you can do your job.
The only issue is that this unfolds due to fetch quests exclusively. Oh, Jessup, we need the rocks. Go get the rock. Oh, I gotta find Dylan. Oh boy, we're in the prison now. Oh, it looks like Dylan walked by himself past me, back to exactly where I began the quest, causing all my time to be wasted. Oh, what's that, Dylan? I gotta find the spooky tetrahedron. Oh, crinklety crack. There goes my back. In reality, the plot is uniquely simple, and you could probably remove your brother from the story. There's this one moment where Dylan expresses doubt for your cause. The Foundation kidnapped him. It hurt Jessie and then made her director within 3 seconds of walking in. The story is a struggle between a good side and an evil side. Every salient point that Dylan makes is kind of shrugged off as him being just crazy. And Jessie's just like, oh man, you know, the guys who kidnapped my brother, I'll work for him without questioning that. Almost had nuance or moral complexity there. Good thing that I levitated over it. Now all I have to do is put my brother in a fucking coma.
Stop screaming, Dylan.
This is all slightly offset by the presence of one Dr. Darling, whose personality is so strong I could only assume the game was built around him. When I became tired of the Dylan saga, Darling was there dancing on a projector in my
Yeah, there you go. Dance, darling.
mind palace. I found myself drawn to him, loving every second of his performance, and I think I know why. Jessie has the personality of a fish. She could suck the rainbow out of a pride parade. The expansions can try to help with this, but no, they don't. When I review DLC, they're often bombastic, new, and interesting, but Control's expansions suffer from the malaise of the late game. They typically drag on, and I'm just bored. They even got Alan Wake in the expansion, where they faked the moon landing.
Oh, I really hate it when people say we didn't land on the moon. Come on, we landed on the goddamn moon. Come on, we need to have something. The whole world's gonna blow up pretty soon. Let's have the fact that we sent somebody to the moon. Probably not.
It's supposed to be a fun sentence, but the gameplay is identical. The Foundation DLC tries to shake things up by adding a new enemy, but instead of blending it into the combat, the game sends 50 screaming baboons to fight you all at once. POV, you are a miner on Discord. With all this in mind, I can't
That's horrible.
really recommend that you play Control. Wrong. That's right. This game is making a comeback. Sometimes, entire games can be boiled down to just one moment. One pure example that stays with you forever and makes the experience truly worth playing. For me, there is nothing more emblematic of this than the ashtray maze. So if you're interested in playing Control, here is the magic word. This is when the game dives headlong into the absurdity, the action, and everything else that makes this game actually good. And if you don't enjoy
I had the vibe to the song. For the Custodes. I had the vibe for the song. I had to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Internet. I'm sorry.
Control, at least you can take away this. Every mechanic, every encounter was all building up to the moment that you grip your Finnish Walkman and let it play. And yes, this music is in the game. game might not be worth playing, but Ashtray Maze is a recommend. I would like to thank the kind and truthful members of the federal government for adequately funding my clandestine operations in Peru. If you'd like to contribute towards the understanding of the supernatural objects that are my videos, you can head to my Patreon to learn more. Thank you all for watching and screaming, and of course, mermaids are real.
Okay, so Control. I haven't played that game, so obviously I'm relying on you, the viewer, are the people who help us build up this channel. Tell us your story playing the game. Is it overall a game worthwhile to play? Type your review. Is it a 10 out of 10 life-changing game, or is it any of the other numbers? Because if it's, if it's not 10 out of 10, then it's not a life-changing game. But yes, please share your thoughts of what it was like to play the game. Yes, we do read the comment section. Also, folks, please, send me some information about the lore of the game. Because, I want to trust Max0r. But then there are days where I have to say, I have to give it a grain of salt. So I want a detailed explanation about what the heck is happening. So type it in the comment section below. Looking forward to hearing your thoughts, your points of view, your perspectives. So let us know what you think. And also, if there's any other content that you want us to react to, because I know I mentioned the Forever IKEA, just type in the comment section below. We might, maybe, kind of, sort of, maybe, react to it. Maybe. Not today, not tomorrow, but maybe. Maybe. Keep on winning.